had the joy of having a live stream with Kaiju no Kami earlier today. I just wanted to say hello because I'm currently in Orlando, Florida for a work trip. And so I am now in the evening time and there's not a lot going on. So I just wanted to kind of share some really cool things about where I'm at. So I'm actually in Orlando at this really cool spacey hotel that talks about the Hubble telescope and everything like that. So super fun. I know Kaiju has probably gone over a whole lot of questions, and so I just wanted to hijack for a few minutes to say hello and also to kind of just share what I've been doing and what I'm looking to do in the future. So, I am going to be doing some more pop culture therapy soon. And I'm also going to be doing some video reviews myself, probably not to the same quality as Kaiju because I sadly don't have that quite high level of skill when it comes to video editing. So they might be more review based than having a lot of clips. But I want to talk about horror movies or even some of my perspective without him on any tokusatsu series because, as I try to make this annoying, to give me a chance to kind of share some of my feedback. And alongside that, I'm actually going to be doing something on my own YouTube channel, which I'll share later. And it's just going to be on some personal things that I wanted to do for a video. But yeah, so recently I've been watching a lot of Don Brothers with Kaiju, and I've also been watching a lot of Tokusatsu. So I've had the opportunity to rewatch a lot of Zero One, some Die Ranger, which has always been super fun, as well as I've taken the opportunity to even look at some other tokusatsu-esque series. And I say it like that because I was recently watching Devilman. And if you're not familiar with that Go Nagai series, it kind of started around the same time as both an anime as well as a manga not too long after. From what I learned is that the anime series Devilman was released, and about a month and a half later, Go Nagai started doing the manga for it. But when watching Devilman, it actually takes on a very typical formula of like classic Common Rider as well as Ultraman, where the main character Akira, after being taken over by the demon Devilman, has now doing this monster of the week thing with all these demons coming to attack him. So it's been kind of interesting to see something new that is taking a toku feel to it. I actually made the comment to Kaiju that I think watching so much tokusatsu is making me look at everything as tokusatsu, which is super, super weird because I started this tokusatsu journey with Kaiju myself about almost 22 years now. It's kind of crazy. And then watching it, I now see so many elements in everything. And so, yeah, I'm super excited to be able to try these new things. I do agree with you, Rider Battle, that using clips definitely adds to being claimed, which is some of the issues that Kaiju has been having with some of his own reviews. Um, I know one of the panels that I'm going to be hopefully doing at a local convention, he refuses to edit any more Tokyo Ghoul for it because every time he does anything for Tokyo Ghoul, it gets claimed, which it is super, super annoying. Um, but sometimes it is what it is. And hello, Nick. Thank you for joining us on this call. I am doing good, just weird without Kaiju here. I know he is home watching either probably one of two different Toku series because when I'm not around, he watches a ton of Toku. Um, Actually, why am I saying it like that? When even when I am around, he's watching a ton of Toku. I do have to say a couple of the really cool things that I got the opportunity to do while flying into town is I got to watch the series Alice in Borderland, which is fantabulous, by the way. If you haven't had a chance to watch this live action series on Netflix, it's based off a manga of the same name, definitely taking some liberties different from the manga because the manga is more focused on high schoolers, where in this series they're adults, but it's phenomenal. I'm not a huge fan typically of series that are based off a manga or based off an anime and do a live action adaptation, but it's super awesome. I've also been watching Junji Ito's Maniac series on Netflix. Admittedly, I took advantage and downloaded them on Netflix because they give you that option just so I didn't have to utilize all of my Wi Fi while I was there. But yeah, it's been super awesome. For Junji Ito's Maniac, I would say it is very similar to a lot of his manga stories. So, like Uzumaki or Spiral or anything like that. So, you have to really like his version of horror because it is just super weird. It's probably the easiest way to describe it. So I would definitely take a look at both of those series. I am going to be watching Sweet Home soon, which is another live action horror series. I believe this is Korean though. So I'm super excited to see that. But overall, I'm just super excited to see more horror stuff. If you didn't know already, Cruellica Kain, am a huge horror fan. So anytime I get to watch anything horror related, I always take advantage of it. And I notice I have like this red spot on my cheek, which is so weird. Because I am just sitting in a hotel room, so I'm not done up or anything. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of share like a quick update because I wanted to hijack Kaiju no Kami's page since he's not around and say hello since I didn't get to do so when he was doing his live stream earlier and just kind of be in the know of like everything going on. I know he answered a lot of questions earlier today. I got to peek in a little bit when I was taxiing into the airport and I was able to use Wi Fi. So I know he had a lot of fun and I'm hoping to do these more live streams as well. I was admittedly hoping I'd be closer to the ocean where I'd be able to show everybody an ocean view, but sadly that is not the case. But maybe I'll take some really cool pictures and get them posted online for everyone to see when I get back. But overall, I am looking forward to doing more live streams, doing some more pop culture therapies. If you have any suggestions or recommendations, definitely put them in the chat because with Nebula not able to help me out as frequently as he did before, just because of work schedules and things like that. Definitely want to get some new ideas of what you would all be interested in seeing or even listening to with regards to pop culture therapy. But I wanted to make this kind of a shorter video compared to the earlier live stream, and next time I'll be a little bit more prepared. So if y'all have any questions, I'm always happy to answer. Unlike Kaiju, I will answer any question in the known universe. Actually, he typically will as well, but I will at least give you the more probably crass version of responses. And oh, I see Nick posted on there. Yeah, you're watching to the original Ultraman series. Yeah, I like the original Ultraman series. I will admit I like 7 a little bit more, but I'm a huge fan of Ultraman. Except for recently with Decker and Trigger, I wasn't a huge fan of those two series. Um, I would say for Decker, it was the challenge of just the characters themselves. Yes, there was a little bit more growth compared to Trigger, but I just felt like they were taking the easy way out and so much. And I'm not a huge fan of that. When I'm going to watch a series, I want them to give me as much as possible for story development, for characterization, so I can feel connected to the characters, good, bad, or otherwise. I want to feel a connection because I don't need to be immersed in it like 24/7, but I want to know that the characters are somewhat realistic. But I think that's where if I had to choose between the three tokusatsu types, when you think of Sentai, Kamen Rider, and Ultraman, that's why Ultraman is probably third for me. I will always go Kamen Rider first because Kamen Rider is probably my first love. I'm super excited to get Ryuki. That's actually the first series I had seen. And just do a little bit more with Kamen Rider. And then Sentai is second, mainly because I've seen so many silly Sentais and so many serious at the same time that that's why it's not a top favorite for me. But Ultraman is kind of newer for me because I haven't seen as much. Mill Creek has definitely helped with that, so I got to see so many other series. Even if I didn't get to watch every episode like Kaiju did, I got to see so many other series. But overall, Tokusatsu is definitely awesome, and I'm looking forward to the new series that are going to be coming out. Um, I know we have a little while still for Kamen Rider because typically the next series doesn't come out really until September, October, but we do have the new Kino. Oh God, I am going to butcher this, and Kaiju laughs at me every time I do. I think it's King Oger, but I'm looking forward to that next series when it comes out. But overall, that's really all I had. This was more of like just a short hello, just giving you an update since I wasn't around earlier. And then hopefully we'll be able to do another live stream maybe in the next week and chat a little bit more. So, with that said, have a great night and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.